Hi, I'm Jamie Simmons from Imtra Corporation. Today we're going to go over how to install a Roca W12 wiper motor. To mount the W12, simply use the template on top of the box. As you can see here, there's mounting positions for the shaft and the screw that holds the motor to the bulkhead. Once the holes are drilled into the bulkhead, simply take your motor, put the shaft through the bulkhead, grab your additional mounting screw, which you will need to supply on your own, depending on how thick the bulkhead is. Grab a Phillips head screwdriver or whatever type of fastener you choose to use and tighten the opposite side of the shaft to the bulkhead. This screw is very important, especially for when the motor's under load, so the motor doesn't swing on the bulkhead. Once the motor's mounted to the bulkhead, you're going to take your mounting plate that comes with your pantograph wiper arm, place it over the motor shaft, place the fastener in the newly drilled hole, and tighten this down to the bulkhead. You want that nice and snug and flush, not sticking past the plate. Then you're going to take your washer, rubber washer, and metal washer, place it over the shaft, right and snug down, and then you're going to take your nut and tighten that down so it's nice and snug to the bulkhead. To tighten that up, you're going to use a 19mm wrench. Make sure that's nice and snug and tight. We highly recommend, if you're mounting this on a bulkhead in a wet area, to use a sealant, whether it be 4000 or 4200 or a sealant of choice, to make sure there's no water penetration on the bulkhead, especially for a cord bulkhead. Once the motor's mounted, we're going to mount the arm. Simply rotate back the galley of the arm, slide it on, and grab your Allen tool and tighten that nice and snug. You want this super tight. You want to make sure that soft metal gets dug into the splines so there's no slippage. Once that arm's on, you can do the same thing with the other arm. Rotate it back, slide it over the shaft, make sure it's nice and smooth down. Going to tighten this one nice and snug, just like the other one. Really important to make it nice and tight. And you're good to go.